Welcome to Think Stable. I am your host, Félicité the Potentialist. I'm excited to be here today at the space where deep thinkers come together to explore ideas that shape our lives. Today I'm excited, as usual, to bring to you another topic which excites me, the power of ambition. In our last episode, we discussed about the person you are becoming. The question was, who are you becoming? Because who you choose to become defines what you do and what you have. Today, I'd love you to think of someone you know. Probably you know someone, or you've had someone. 2 or 3 people. People were raised in the same family. One of them will excel to lead nations. Another one will just be there. People will feel pity for him or her. Or you know someone, a classmate, someone you are seated at the same desk. She has excelled, and you are still there. And you're wondering why. What might be the reason? Is it that the other person is lucky and you are not born lucky? Yes, I believe in luck. But there is something different. There's something which makes people different. Something which makes people excel and others don't. That is ambition. Today, we discuss the power behind achievement, the source of motivation, that thing that separates people, those who make it and those who don't make it. How big is your ambition? That's a question I'm asking. As usual, I'm not alone. I'm with guests. Let me give them opportunity to introduce themselves. Welcome to the Think Stable.
Coach, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here again on this table. My name is Zuela Holy Stephen. I'm a coach, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a digital consultant. And when it comes to every success needs kind of power, like ambitioning way, ambitioning activity.
Something pushing you to do something.
Something pushing you to do something. Just the reason why you have to prove yourself you are living and you want to show the world like you exist. The
world has to know that you are here.
That's beyond the purpose, by the way.
Yes, it's ambition. There is the purpose is why, and yes, our guest, introduce yourself as well.
Thank you. I'm J Baptiste. I'm your fellow coach. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome to Think Stable. Today's topic, it is something I really keep at heart. When I started the journey of self growth, personal growth, I really had this question in my mind: why are some people successful and others are not successful? Why are some people happy and others are not happy? That was the question, a burning question which I had. And I really had to observe people. I took time to really observe, interviewing people, different people, asking them what motivates them. Why do they do what they do? I remember there's a time I visited a person who has a farm. He was sharing his story, how he started with he's a poultry farmer. He started his business when he had 1,000 chicks. The project grew. After 3 years, he had like 10,000. heads. After that time, all of them died. The whole farm, they come. Something happened, and all of them, the chicks died. All of them. Their farm was empty. Then I asked him, where did you get the motivation to gather your energy to keep going? He told me something I'll never forget. He said that when you're ambitious, when you have the drive, when you know what you want, you become unstoppable, regardless of the challenges.
That's right.
My dear coaches, do you know anyone who has ever, do you know, like two people, the people you started with, some of them were successful. Share with us, what do you know about the power of ambition?
Coach, thank you so much. By the way, for me, I'm not going to go far. Last time we talked about who are becoming.
Yes.
Let me say in this way, where did we take all those address we have right now?
Who gave you the address?
Yeah, like
We gave
becoming
it
a coach, becoming an entrepreneur, becoming a businessman, becoming a consultant. Like, I didn't come in this world with that. I got it from here. Why did I get that? Why I want to address myself as a consultant, as a coach? Why do I do that?
It's a choice.
Yeah,
You choose to be a coach, and
but
you are
there
addressing as
is
a coach. Yeah.
the choice is one, but the choice itself, like if you say I want to be a coach, you're not going to be a coach right now. Like there is a requirement.
What it takes.
But why do you make that choice? Why there is other choice? There was the choice behind at all.
The reason behind choosing to be a coach.
Yes, I grew up in a family with a different challenge. It was not even like middle class. It's a lower class. Let me say in that way, lower class. But the motivation I got from there is to be out of poverty in my future life. And what hurt most is to be out of poverty alone.
And leave the rest of the family members in the same situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have the loved one in your family. You want to go like prosperity. Being a prosperous, it's like you are entering in another boat. You don't want to go in that boat alone.
It's for me, I call it like vibrating a different frequency. You're an engineer. You were talking about frequencies the other time. So you had to raise your frequency.
Yes.
From the poverty line frequency to the abundance frequency.
The abundance of
that was your motivation.
That was my motivation.
You're ambitious about getting better.
Yes. And the thing is, those are the things you have, even the fear. Sometimes they say, why rich people are greedy? That's not about being greedy.
Are we?
No.
We rich people are not.
We are not greedy. How we are, we are trying to protect ourselves, not to go back where we come from.
I love that. That's a good point. Eh?
If you
but
say
what
like,
you fear, you attract. You know that statement. What you fear, you attract.
Yeah, but
so
that's
you are being
not
protective of your frequency, the environment where you are in.
That's not a kind of fear which is going to harm your dreams. No, those fear being answered by working hard, thinking big, exploring opportunities everywhere, trying everything, like where you can invest or you can invest. Like those are not the fear. It's like another eye, like showing you, okay, the past is the past. But what do you think you go back in the past? When you think about where you're coming from, you say that if you go back there, means that you lose the ambition. You lose the motivation.
Actually, some of us are motivated by where you come from.
Yeah.
As you say it, you know you come from and you say, I'll never go back. That's also a motivation of getting better, changing the situation you're in, uplifting your family, really enjoying what the universe has, because the universe has provided everything. So the ambition is the key. Yes,
That's
you
right.
know where you're going, but what is motivating you to be there? How strong is your motivation? All of us have goals. By the starting of the year, we set a resolution. By where can't we achieve the resolution? What is the challenge in achieving the resolution? The key is the ambition. How
That's
strong
right.
is the motivation behind your goal?
Yeah.
Coach Baptiste.
Yeah. I was thinking about my history with my brother. So I was young, but having elder brother. With the same parents, the same advices from our father.
Yes.
But we didn't do the same thing. My brother had to be ahead of me in his school. When we reached P3, he repeated.
He had to repeat to redo the P3.
Yeah. I arrived at the same level as him. And I left him
In the same school.
in the same school.
In the same class. P3.
From that day, I went ahead of him. So always our father was our role model. When he wanted to say something, he would invite all of us and say the same things and provide the same notebooks, pens, and school fees.
So the outside environment is the same.
Yeah.
Same words, because
Same father.
One father,
Yeah.
same advice, the provision the same, the environment is the same, the external environment.
The same bicycle from home.
Everything was provided equally.
Yeah.
So what was the difference?
The difference was ambition.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
So when I remember when I was at home repeating my courses, he would come say studying is not memorizing everything.
He would criticize what you are doing.
Yeah.
And you overtook him.
What are you doing? You are losing your time.
Are you?
That's not good. But I think I would do that to know what I was supposed to know. So when we in primary school, I succeeded and went to public school. He failed. In senior 3, I succeeded. I went to public school. Even in university. So after time when he arrived in senior 6, he didn't succeed to go to university. But my father insisted, telling him that he will pay private school. The brother said, I don't want to study.
He wanted something different.
Yeah.
Did you ever know that? Know that something?
He was also having ambition, something different.
Maybe,
not because you are
maybe not.
Of course. It is up to him now. You should know. If he was here, he was going to tell us.
Yeah.
But now, since he chose his own journey, the journey of schooling was ideal for you. Because you said you wanted to be someone in life. Maybe actually you went to school without your consent. Your parents took you to school. But when you reached there, you were excited. You knew this is the journey.
Yeah.
But for him, he knew this was not for me. What was his ambition? Not that he didn't have ambition, by the way. He had something different.
Coach, let's use this this question I'm going to ask him. Like, we can see if there is another ambition, or we can see in another way of thinking. The people who don't have ambition, what do they have? Like, what motivates them to live in this life?
So maybe we cut the story short. So where did he go? Where is he?
Where is he?
So he refused to go to public university. He studied.
No. To go to public university, you have to get the bursary. Means that to go to private university.
For him, he didn't go to private. Why father promised him to pay school fees?
He didn't want to go.
Then he started loving girls, drinking alcohol, smoking, and everything. Maybe that was his ambition.
He was ambitious in that area.
Yeah. When we were still young, it was not allowed to drink and to behave in the way you want. The father was there to say, path by this way. Don't ask me to repeat it. If I say so. Take it seriously.
Until at which age?
Until we're leaving senior 6.
Senior 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was craving for freedom.
So the father was very serious. Every week, he would come to visit us to school and ask the authorities how we're behaving. If they say something wrong on you, you would explain.
So for you, the environment was ideal. Maybe for him, it was not. As you said, he really wanted to do the opposite of what your father said.
Yeah.
So he was craving for freedom.
Yeah. But at that time, I was still relying on my father. I was old, but still asking advices from my father.
Your role model.
Yeah. Until when he died. Yeah. Then after he died, my brother continued the same way. But now, no one knows where he is. He left home without informing us. From that day, no more information about him. So
he did go back to school?
No. He left home and go. Yeah.
Sorry for that. Maybe he you don't even know he's still alive.
Coach,
maybe he's good or not. We never know. So what
we are not sure about his ambition.
For me, there is what I'm going to say from this story. Like, when you go to see the problem, let's see in both perspective. You will be comfortable with the environment. But as you said, environment might be the same, but we are different. Even if we are brothers and sisters,
sure,
we are different.
Yeah.
Like discussing, giving a restriction to someone who are claiming a freedom or who are interested in knowing another thing else. So then you tell them you have to behave in this way. And if you ask why, then you say, because I said it. Sometimes this mind of ourselves, sometimes ask us to try something else. Maybe what, instead of asking him what do you want, like what do you really want, as do you think about the future? There is the parent who don't ask their children about their future. Who do you want to be? What do you think about you?
Has anyone asked you that question? You yourself?
No one didn't.
No one, even me, no one has ever asked me that question.
Yes. You think that question is very important. For me now, I think that question is very important. If you are a parent, like asking the children, what do you think about the future? Maybe he doesn't know about, or she doesn't know about what the future is. He's going to ask you, what is the future?
I thank you for bringing that up, because it is really making, you're making a good point here. The illusion of equal opportunities. The illusion of equality. External sameness does not create equal outcomes.
No, exactly.
So regardless of the physical things we are looking at, but the mental space is different. Yeah. As you said, someone ever asked you what you want to become? So the families, the parents are creating equal opportunities, same environment. But what differentiates one person to the other is the ambition. The reason why they are doing so. He didn't want to go to school, but has anyone bothered to ask what he wanted? But because the environment was strict, he had to run away from the environment of equalness and look for somewhere he can fit. He might even be doing very well, more than you think. I really wish he's still alive. He'll come to tell us.
It's okay, but I also would like to add something else. Even though our father was strict and serious, he didn't even tell me to be a teacher or engineer. Nothing about that he mentioned. He said, tomorrow is the opening of school, you should be there. He didn't tell me in the future I want to be an engineer, a soldier. But when I finished the senior 6, I said that I would be a policeman. That day, I will never forget.
What happened?
I was with my schoolmate, and he came to home and said they started accepting applications. Let's tomorrow go and deposit our documents. The father was around and he kept quiet.
He was listening to the conversation.
Yeah. But no comment. When a classmate went home, he took me inside in the house and closed the door.
He locked you inside, huh?
Yeah. And he said, "You foolish." Foolish what? An idiot. Look at you. If you choose to be policeman, better to find your father.
That was tough.
And I said, maybe to be a policeman is a big problem. I didn't ask him more about it, but I tried to figure out why he said that. And I said, I will not go there.
Why did you choose to be a policeman?
For me, I thought it is a noble job.
Do you still want to be one? Because now your father has passed on.
Today, I'm old enough. I can't be accepted.
It's not about the age. It's about what was the reason for you to choose to be a policeman? You desire to be a policeman.
Anyone can be a policeman.
Yeah.
No.
For the fact, if you have what to offer, in Rwanda National Police, you can be a policeman.
Maybe
now you have many things to offer. By the way, you have many things to offer.
The ambition is no more there. He wanted it by that time.
No, that time I had a role model, and I said, if I have this idea in my mind, and he is against of it, maybe there is something behind. And I said, because he wished me the best. Maybe I said, I will not go there.
So he stopped you to be a policeman. What did he suggest?
Nothing else.
He gave you other choices.
Other choices of going there and find
the freedom to make another choice.
He only told you what he didn't want you to become.
He said, if you want to go there, find your father.
I'm no more your father. I don't.
And he opened the door.
But he never
Just
asked
go.
you. But he had killed your ambition as well. Don't you think he killed your ambition?
At certain level,
Yeah.
you may.
I met a gentleman of
there-
recent
there-
who
there-
said
there-
that
there is
there
internal-
is a person he cannot forgive. The person who killed his ambition. He
There
also wanted to be a soldier.
There is
he
internal
went to-
influence
he
and
went-
external one.
He went to seek for advice from an army guy who told him, my son, I don't want you to be a soldier. And up to this time, this young man said that man, I will never forgive him because he killed my ambition. He killed my dream. I cannot forgive him. How about you? You're ambitious. Is it something you got from someone else? Someone had told you to do so? You saw someone who was doing it right and wanted to be like him. What was the motivation?
For that time, I was motivated to serve country through being that on that position.
There's something you loved about it.
Yeah.
Has it died?
But for today, I'm no longer interested
To serve the country.
in that
In that
through
position.
that position. Because sometimes we have a role model, and they thought they are good enough, they know everything, and we take our will and ambition and put them into their hands. When they give us feedback, we take it as true.
Yeah. But there's something I wanted to add. From that, I was thinking like in our next composing book, I would love to bring the new topic, like parenting is like therapy.
Therapy to who?
Like you have to sit
the
down.
parent or to the
You have
child?
to sit down as you want your children to listen to you. You have to listen to them. Because at least
Now you're remembering also. I have a feeling that you're remembering a person also who killed your dream.
because
Or then you were not hard when you were young.
like maybe someone if she or someone if they even the teacher we have, like the people we spend a lot of time with, they didn't teach us to define or help us to understand what the future is.
Now we are blaming. Why are
No,
we why
no,
are we
I'm not-
blaming?
I'm not blaming.
We are blaming parents, you are blaming our teachers. Why do we blame them?
I'm not right now. I'm not blaming, but I'm taking the side. I'm taking this
also
side.
taking the side.
I'm taking the side.
Which side?
I'm taking the side. I'm going to be a father very soon,
That's good.
and my kid will be there in my hand at the first day. That care I'm showing him. That care I showed when she's young, when he cried, I come. When he called, I have to come to see what is happening. I talk to when he is crying, I talk to him something.
You're imagining what you're going to be doing.
Like he can keep
What
quiet.
if now the child grows up and tells you, but what my dad did, I didn't like it. That's what
The
we're
thing
saying
is,
here.
the thing is, that's what I'm saying. This I was not blaming, because this is the shoes. This is the shoes we have to wear, and the people. If I am not saying that I'm blaming them, no, I have to wear it. If I'm not going to be the parent of someone who is going to guide someone, I can be blamed. But I'm going to be the parent too. So what I'm saying is, those listening you will have when the kid were young. You listen when he called, Papa, something is coming. You go there directly. But when he said, I want to be a policeman, go find another father. You understand the difference? You understand the difference? Sometimes the time you were protecting, without even asking what is it, you see yourself, you observe what's around. Then another time, instead of protecting, you're opposing. Hey, by the way, you have to go to find another father if you become a policeman.
That was the way his style of communication. That was his style. I don't want us to judge our caretakers. They only gave us what they had. Let's appreciate what they gave us.
You know why in the heart of this guy, what he was thinking? To go to find another father was the problem that time.
He had to kill the ambition.
You have to choose the father or ambition. Right now, if someone suggests you, choose between your father and your ambition, if he is still alive, what can you do?
You will choose two. It is possible.
Do you think to separate from your father is very easy?
He will not go anywhere. He's your father. You cannot change that.
Your father is your God.
It's the only God you know.
My father knows everything. What he says is true.
He's the role model. He is the only father, the only God you know.
Yeah.
But you can still choose the two.
I have a question from when ambition start. Tell me.
Let me give you my story.
Yeah.
For me, I'm a people person. I want to be where things are happening. From when I was young. Where people are gathering, I need to be there. Where things are happening, I need to be there.
Doing what?
Being with people.
Listening or entertain.
So, when it came the time to choose the electives where I wanted at senior 3, I said, I need to be where I'm serving people, helping people. I just said I wanted to be a nurse. They told me you cannot be a nurse. The school where I was supposed to attend to, it was very far from home. And they told me, if you want to go to that school, you'll be walking. Then I said, I will not go there. Go and study accounting. I went.
You didn't. You didn't oppose them. You go to study accounting.
Yes, I did. What was available in the neighborhood? I had to say, wait a minute. Hey. Don't judge.
Then I found my passage.
So that time, I studied accounting at S4 up to S6. Joined university. I thought maybe I could change. I didn't want to study something which make me interact with people. At university, I joined marketing. The first day, the lecturer brought too much theory. It required me to cram and reproduce what I said. I quit that day. From marketing, because marketing, I thought it would allow me to interact with people. So for me, my passion was to be where people are. Either helping them at hospital or helping them marketing. That's another channel because there is with the medical, it is out of case. So I said, okay, let me try marketing. Marketing, it was tough.
You didn't get what you expected.
No. I didn't even stand 1 week in that school, that class. I shifted, went back to accounting. So, on the fourth year, when we were doing our project research, instead of going to the bank like others, I went to do research on Pepe Mera Majambere Mucharo. Entrepreneurship. Really wanted to be where people are. But in the meantime, I joined a church choir where I wanted really to be with people. You know, that spirit of serving. Something within me, I was really looking forward to serve people in a big way. I didn't have a definition. So there I am. People are going to the bank, working in a bank. For me, I'm going to Pepe Mera Majambere Mucharo, asking entrepreneurs, young SMEs what the challenges they are facing. That was my journey. So completed the first degree, joined the second degree immediately. I did international business, MBA international business. There also the research was about women entrepreneurs. I wanted to know the challenges. You see, I'm channeling my desire, my ambition, my way, regardless of where I have been channeled. So I completed that, the study of women entrepreneurs. Then I joined the journey. I chose the journey of being a consultant because I really wanted to help people. Still, I was not satisfied. I had completed my duty being an accountant. That's what they told me to study.
You're done with that?
I was done with that. But I wanted to be where things are happening, where people are. And here I am.
Yeah.
I had to choose another career. That's why I said, don't blame people. People will be advising you from where they are. But it reached a point, you really have to decide what you want out of your life. Has my ambition died? No. I'm still on it. So that is to show that regardless of the challenges, we are not going back to blame the parents, the teachers, the lecturers, but we still have a chance to choose to pursue our ambitions.
Sorry.
They said that the distance between dreams and reality is called ambition. All of us have dreams, but how strong is your dream? How exciting is your ambition? Is your ambition pushing you to work hard? Or it is just there?
Coach.
Yes, please.
For me, I had when we were going to choose the school to go in the S4, I had my sister from another mother, like our mothers are the
siblings.
Sisters, And then I go there and they told me, Stephen, you started choosing the where you want to go. I say yes. They told me, why can't you choose to go in a TTC? They wanted me to be a teacher. Sorry. And then I said, being a teacher. I said, no, I don't know. I will see. I will see what I will choose. But I cancelled that from the beginning. Another one come and told me, you can go and start the things, veterinarian, something like that. I said that, what?
Dealing with animals, huh?
I didn't have any cow. I didn't have anything. They said you can come and get a job at a sector, at sale. I said that no. I tell them, for me, I want to be a technician, to do in technical stuff, dealing with the hard things.
Not soft.
Not soft one. Go and opening a motor, create a formula, do something like that. After that, I joined business. So, I was in opposite with the advice. I didn't ask them to give me the advice. Means that in my mind, I was decided because I love physics, I love chemistry. I know what I can do with the physics in my mind. That's where I followed that, even the project of mining. That's where it comes from, because of the physics.
Yeah.
I have to do something like that. But those are things like continue to push us to be. When you oppose other people's way, if they are still alive, sometime there is a voice in yourself telling you to prove yourself to the choice you made. Like you have to show them, like if you refuse to listen to your father, then you become any policeman, and now you become like a head of whole traffic.
You'll be proud
your
of
father
you.
will say that, hey, you know my son, that one give a speech to the TV. You have to listen to him. You understand? So those are proving way. But another way, they may choose the things for you. You be comfortable with it. But ambition itself, destiny itself, call you in different way.
Oh, yes.
You can't hide from destiny.
That's if you are ready to listen to the voice.
Yes.
Yeah, because it has been calling. The destiny has been calling, but how many people are responding?
Yeah.
Oscar Wilde said that our ambition should be our ambition should be to rule ourselves. The true kingdom for each of us and true progress is to know more, be more, and do more. Again, Emmanuel Macron said that we need people who dream impossible things, who maybe fail, sometimes succeed, but in any case, we have to who have that ambition. I know each one of you, you're asking yourself why you are where you are. You are complaining of one or two things which is not happening. You are comparing yourself with that person you know. A brother, a sister, a relative, someone in your neighborhood. Maybe a workmate who has bought just a new car. And you're wondering why you can't achieve that. If you ask that person who has achieved so, you realize that they're ambitious about that new car. They really had it in a dream to drive that car. But do you have it in your vision? Do you really want that? What is it that we are looking for? What is it that is driving your action?
Yeah.
Because when the desire is weak, the action is passive. When desire is burning, you do whatever it takes. How fast do you want that thing you're looking for? How is your burning desire? How is it burning? It is just there. You are waiting for a certain time that sometime it is going to happen. The real difference between you and that person you are admiring is the internal hunger, the belief, and clarity. Do you agree with me?
Yes, I'm agree with you.
The internal hunger, the belief, and clarity.
Yeah. There is a big cost about that. Like, when it comes to the internal hunger, let me find another in like the strong word, like internal hunger. It's like, but you know when someone want to drink water, like you feel like your lungs, all your body, everywhere, you need only one drop
of water
to your tongue. Like you feel like you don't have any peace in like any peace anywhere in your body. You can't sit down, you can't think, you can't do anything. Just you need one drop of water to make you feel comfortable. Like those internal hunger, it's like the hands that calling you.
Yes.
Like calling you. You see, you are needed here. You can solve this. You can create this. I told you the story. I will share this story maybe in part 2. For those workers we're talking about to you. I will tell the people this is all about. Yeah.
So clarity, belief, and hunger. Those are the key things which makes you go extra mile. Becoming unstoppable. This is the first part of the series of the power of ambition. We'll be coming back in a while. Stay tuned.
Thank you.